Okay, so we're starting on our back. If you have any props with you, feel free to grab those and integrate them as best as you need. We'll start off laying on our back. Legs can be in extension. You might even bring a bolster or a blanket underneath your back. Or you can bring your feet to the ground with your legs in your body in constructive rest. And we'll start with bringing your left hand to your heart and your right hand on the mat. And I'd like you to start to settle in and notice and be aware of your body settling in. Notice your breath starting to settle in, and also your headspace starting to slowly settle, recognizing that you are here, and you're exactly where you're meant to be for this next 75 minutes. Nothing else has to be done. You don't have to go anywhere else. There's nobody that you need to talk to. It's just you. Every part of you, your physical body, your energetic body, your cognitive body, your wisdom body, and your emotional body. All here, right now, physically on this mat. And so with your hand rooted to your mat, let it really root down to the earth below you. Even if you're inside, you're still connecting with the earth, letting the earth receive you, support you, hold you. The earth sustains you. We came from the earth, we go to the earth, so really honoring that. And simply begin to become aware of your breath, noticing your inhales and your exhales. And we'll start with just that. The passage I'd love to share with you today is based off of the meditation I did with one of my favorite teachers, Elena Brower. And this is by Mark Nepo. It's called "The Way is Hard but Clear. Though it is the hardest going, the way is clear." The naturalist and environmentalist Kevin Scriber tells us that salmon make their way upstream by bumping repeatedly into blocked pathways until they find where the current is the strongest. Somehow they know that the unimpeded rush of water means that there is no obstacle there. And so they enter this openly and reverently, for though it is the hardest going, the way is clear. The lesson here is as unnerving as it is helpful. In facing both inner and outer adversities, the passage of truth comes at us with a powerful momentum because it is clear and unimpeded. And so, where we sense the rush of truth is where we must give our all. As human beings, the blocked pathways of our journey can take on many forms, whether it be in avoiding conflict with others, or in not taking the risk to love, or in not accepting the call of spirit that would have us participate more fully in our days. It is often easier to butt up continuously against these blocked pathways than to enter fervently the one passage that is so powerfully clear. In this regard, salmon innately model a healthy persistence by showing us how to keep nosing for the unimpeded way, and once finding it, how to work even harder to make it through. Some say it's easier for salmon, since the power of their drive to end where they begin is not compromised by the endless considerations that often keep us from the truth. Still, it is the heart's capacity to rise one more time after falling down, no matter how bruised, that verifies that such a drive lives in us too. Like salmon, our way depends not just on facing things head on, but moving our whole being through. to switch hands. Bring your other hand to your heart and your other hand to the earth, and allow yourself to ruminate on that concept, this idea where the going is the hardest to get through. The way is very, very clear. Tonight, may this practice be a vessel for you to really get clear. Taking the time to give yourself permission to feel, to observe your thoughts, to retrain them, redirect them, reframe them, to get in tune with your body and to breathe and to move. The key word for me that showed up is that idea of going through. Right now, we're all going through such a hard season. Some may be harder than others, but nevertheless, we're going to get through it. So can you continue to go towards that, go the hardest way, and then we can find clarity through that. So with that intention in mind, let's start to also be intentional with our breath. Begin to inhale in through your nose. Then exhale out. And then notice the pause at the end of your exhale. Hold it for a little longer. And then begin to breathe in deeply back in. Exhale out. Notice the pause, hold it a little longer. And inhale in. Maybe hold your inhale a little longer as well. 4, maybe 5 seconds. Exhale out for 4 to 5 seconds. And then on that empty space of your breath, hold for 4 to 5 seconds. Inhale in. Exhale. Hold. And again. Let's do 3 more rounds. We want you to be fully aware of what happens on the empty. When you pause on empty, what happens to you physically, mentally, maybe even emotionally? What comes up for you on that empty space, that pause, the empty pause? 2 more rounds. Last one. Pausing on empty. And then this next breath, fully inhale. And then a really big exhale. You can take your arms by your sides and start to find a smoother and more natural state of breathing, but notice the subtleties and the difference with just a couple of minutes of intentional pranayama. And one that's challenging. It's not easy to hold that pause. For me, what comes up in the empty pause is fear. Fear comes up first. And then when I get through it, because we will get through it, comes courage, bravery, inspiration, that the next inhale is coming. It's going to feel so much better. So ruminate on that today as you practice, allowing yourself to go back and forth between this really natural state of breathing and then perhaps challenging yourself and focusing on the empty pause of your exhale. going straight into it, nosing into that, so that the inhale feels very clear. May this practice today bring you comfort and joy and peace and healing, but today may it ultimately bring you clarity. On your next breath, we're going to slowly and dynamically bring our right leg in. We're going to keep our heel to the ground and bend the knee. So inhale, start to bend your right knee, keeping the heel down, your toes are pulling towards your shin. And as you exhale, you're going to just slide it right back down. Depending on your mat, it might not feel so smooth. Inhale, bring it in, and exhale, press it back down. So if the slide is hard, you can simply lift the leg and bring it in and out. What I want you to bring your awareness to is the position of your pelvis. Can you continue to lengthen your tailbone up so that you're drawing and lengthening through the lower back? Drawing the belly button down to the spine, lengthening the lower back. Inhale and exhale. So a couple more. You're going to feel your core really activate. So although we're moving slowly, you'll still get heated. On this next one, bring your foot to the ground. Inhale, draw the knee in towards your chest. Exhale, place your foot right back on the ground with your knee bent. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, bring it down. Again, see if you can keep your pelvis in neutral versus overarching your lower back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more. And out. Inhale, bring the knee in. Exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale. Exhale. Again, as you're breathing and moving here, you're really activating your core. I don't know about you, but I'm working really hard. My abs are working, they're on fire. If you're not feeling that, please continue to draw the pubic bone towards your belly button. Lengthen the sacrum so that your pelvis is in neutral. Keep your knee into a bent position and start to move. Inhale, circle motion. Exhale, reverse. Doesn't matter which way. Inhale, circle around. Exhale, circle back. Inhale. Exhale. As you continue to move here, again, you're re-educating your core, checking back in. Belly button to spine, core is working. Last time. Bring it back to center, straighten your leg, lift your foot up to the ceiling. You're gonna do full circles. So if you need some more support, like I do, I'm gonna bring my arms to a T. Big inhale as you roll it around, big exhale as you reverse. Again, try to stabilize your pelvis. I'm also working my left leg by rooting it, earthing it down. Full body working here. More. And back to center. Bring your leg down and back out into your Shavasana or constructive rest. And before we move to the other side, notice the subtleties here. Let your body just be, let your breath just be. And then we'll start to move to the other side. So again, we're going to start with that movement of bending the knee, straightening the leg. Left leg comes in and then extends. Inhale, exhale. So I'm going to place my hands on my pelvis because I've got some issues on my left leg, my left hip. So I need some more support and more cues to maintain stability in my core. You might find that helpful, or you might brace your arms down to the ground or keep them relaxed. Couple more. Remember, the main goal of this class is for you to just breathe. So all your movement should allow you to breathe. Breathe in. Your foot's on the ground, knee bent. Inhale, draw the knee in. Exhale, brings it back down. In breath, leg in. Out breath, foot down. How's your core? Is it active? Shaking? Bring the knee in, breathe in. Breathe out, straighten the leg. Breathe in, breathe out. In, out. Breathing, breathing. In and out. Hug the knee in, big circle with your thigh. Exhale, reverse. Breathing in, breathing out. Bring it to center, straighten your leg, foot to the ceiling. Big circles with your leg in extension. Inhale, exhale. My whole body is wiggling, so I gotta readjust, stabilize, and I'm gonna go from bigger circles to smaller circles on this side so that I can keep the movement more controlled and maintain my breath. Inhale, exhale. One more, and around. Bring the knee in, and then reach the leg out. Whew. Take a moment there. Let go of the controlled breath. Breathe naturally. And then we'll start to do both legs. Inhale, bend the knees, sliding the heels towards your glutes. Exhale, press them away. If you need extra support for your lower back, place your hands in a diamond shape underneath your booty. Breathing in, breathing out. You don't have to go into full extension, I'm not. When my back starts to arch, that's where I'm gonna stop. One more. And bring your feet to the floor. Inhale, knees to chest. Exhale, feet to the ground. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, knees in, legs up, breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Few more. Good. Keep the knees in. Big circles. Breathing in and reversing as you breathe out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. And then let's straighten our legs and try to do the same thing. Legs straight, feet up. Again, I have to brace myself. Moving your legs around so you're totally using your core. Breathing in and out. So the bigger the circles, the more intense it's going to be, but also be cautious of overly swinging. We want controlled movement. You want to continue to maintain your breath. So a sustainable practice is one where you can sustain your breath. Last time. And bring it in and reach it back out. Whew. Legs out in front of you. Go ahead and take a big stretch. Reach your arms overhead. It should feel really yummy to do that. Stretch out your belly and really arch your spine, kind of like you're doing cow pose. Press your tailbone and booty into the mat. Lift your chest, even your shoulders off the ground. Maybe even your head is the only thing on the ground. And then let go. We're going to do some side lying, which is a wonderful addition to your healthy movement. So slide over onto your left. Option to have your left arm out and your ear on your bicep, or you could also go like this. Okay, so you choose what you'd like to do. What I want you to notice is your body's position. Line up your ankles, your knees, your hips, and your shoulders. You might find you're kind of wobbly, which is okay because you've got to start to use your core here, your midsection, to maintain that neutral position. Place your front hand in front of you to add support. Lift your right leg off the ground, or your top leg, depending on which side you chose. And then start to do some little baby circles. And notice what starts to happen with your core. See if you can maintain your breath here. And they're just little baby circles. Pay attention to what your butt is doing. Are you sticking your booty out? Can you draw the tailbone towards your heels? If you do that, you should feel your core start to really activate. Breathing in here. Breathing out. We're going in the same direction for right now, and then we're going to switch sides. Your hand on your glute, you should feel it's working. Let's switch direction. Again, slow and controlled, not a race. And can you maintain your breath? In through the nose, out of the nose. Feeling it, feeling the heat. Take a big breath. And out. Come back to neutral. Your foot still hovering. Draw the knee in. Extend the leg out. And as you're doing this, try to draw your pubic bone up towards your belly button. Like you're thrusting your pelvis forward. I had a teacher who would refer to Urkel from Family Matters, if you guys remember him with his suspenders. You're really drawing the booty under to come back into neutral. That's the goal. Whew, I'm feeling this. Hopefully you are. Another breath. We're going to take our leg and open it out. So you're externally rotating, so the knee's pointing up. Reach your foot up towards the ceiling, and then bend the knee in. Inhale, or towards the sky if you're outside. Exhale. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, exhale. This kind of movement always reminds me of those old 90s workout videos. Breathing in, breathing out. yoga is moving and breathing and being here, right? So it's all great. One more. Hold it up. Hold it up to the sky. Hold the toes in towards you. Maybe you reach for your shin. You might even reach for your big toe and hold yourself here. So you should feel your left glute also working right now for you to stabilize and stay in your center. And if you fall back, I feel like I'm about to, you just laugh it off and come back in. That lower leg is working for you. Stay with your breath. Let's go 3 more. One more. And slowly release. Bring your foot behind the back of your thigh and just rest here for a moment. Let go of all that work in that control and breathe naturally. Just take a moment. Breathe in and then roll onto your back as you breathe out. Sprawl out, stretch out. Big stretch. I'm going to switch sides so that I can see you, but you don't have to, or you can too. But you don't have to. You should just roll over to the other side. So when you're ready, we're going to roll to the other side. So find your position here. Check your alignment. Try to line yourself up. Now one side might be different than the other. Maybe this time you prefer to be on your elbow or to be laying down. Bring your arm in front of you as your kickstand. And then when you feel aligned, again, notice your pelvis. Try to neutralize here. And then start to lift the left leg or the leg that's above. And start to do baby circles. So again, this is my problematic hip. And so I had to really move slow and controlled because it wants to go all willy-nilly everywhere. How's your breath? And of course, this all has purpose and intention. We're working towards a peak pose. Start to reverse and go the other way. You should feel it in your glutes and in your core. Stay with your breath. Three more. Good, and then hover your ankles right above each other, and then slowly bring the leg in and reach it back out. Inhale, exhale. Your pelvis is neutral, your core is working, everything is slow and controlled. Carry lots of emotion and tension in our hips. More. On your next inhale, pull the knee not only in, but roll your thigh up so you're pointing the knee up towards the ceiling, and then start to reach the foot up and then bend it in. Inhale, exhale, breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, exhale. So you should feel a nice juicy calf stretch too as you press the heels towards the ceiling. Last one. And hold. You might hold here, you might grab onto your leg, or peace fingers grab your big toe. So we'll revisit this exact same shape, but we'll stand later on in the sequence. So you're just setting an imprint here in your body, telling it where we're going to go Breathe. I'm feeling wobbly. Really using my glutes, midsection, even my lower foot. I'm driving my pinky toe into the earth, really earthing it down. Take another inhale, and exhale, bend the knee. Bring your foot straight back down, right behind the back thigh, so the inner ankle is touching your hamstrings. And then let go here. Soften, settle, relax. Let go of your breath, just a few. Letting your body rebound and ease. One more breath in. And exhale takes you back onto your back. This time, hug your knees into your chest. And you can spinal roll or pass through a fetal position. Totally up to you. Do a couple of spinal rolls. And come all the way up. So I'm going to turn towards you, but you can stay facing the top of your mat. Bring your sit bones down. Take your right foot in. I'll attempt to mirror you. So right foot in, left leg out. So you're setting up for kind of like Janu Shirshasana. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, reach your body laterally towards your foot. Inhale, come up. Plant your hand down, and you're coming up for a modified wild thing. Come onto your shin and stretch up your core. Sit back down, breathe in. Exhale, laterally bend and reach. And so I want you to move with your breath, and you'll go at your own pace. Going into your modified wild thing. Down into your extended head to knee pose, so lateral Janu Shirshasana. Move with your breath. Really get in tune to what your body is experiencing and feeling. Follow your breath. Each inhale, each exhale. Notice the sweet and empty pause. I like to take it to my edge on that empty pause. Exhaling out completely, holding the pause, reach, reach, reach. Start the breath and move the other way. Last time. And take it back to center. Bring both legs out in front of you so that they're both nice and wide. And take a moment here, sitting up tall, shifting your shoulders right back over your hips. Breathe in. Audible exhale, breathe out. Switch to the other side. So we have our left foot in on our inner thigh. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, laterally bend to your side. Plant your hand and lift. One more. Last round. In and out. Take your legs out in front of you again. This time adding a fold. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, start to come forward. Nothing too intense. Soft bend in the knees. Point the toes and knees up. Round and curve your head, protecting your lower back by using your core to engage. Inhale, slowly come up. And then bring your knees in, using your arms to help you get them there. Bend your knees. So now I'll turn to my side so you can see me better. Bend your knees again, like we were when we were sitting down. Pull the toes in. Inhale, come up. And exhale, forward fold over your thighs. Your belly's touching your thighs, grab onto your feet. So you should feel this more in your upper back, your shoulders. Inhale up. Exhale, nice juicy round. Inhale. Exhale. So we're focusing on the back stretch versus our hamstrings, and in doing so, we're protecting our lower back. One more. And exhale. Good. Slowly come up. Exhale, bring your arms to your sides and straighten your legs out in front of you. Remove the flesh from underneath your sit bones. And again, line your shoulders right over your hips. Your legs are extended, toes pulling in, knees pointing up. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring them right back down. You should feel your core totally working here. Inhale up. Exhale down. Please avoid leaning forward like this. See if you can be upright. We also want to avoid leaning back like this. So find a nice neutral and stacked position. Inhale. Exhale. To add some heat, if you'd like, start to lift your leg and lower. Lift and lower. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out. You got it. Inhale. Exhale. Last round. One more. And let it go. Bring your soles of your feet together, knees wide. Inhale up. And exhale. Baddha Konasana, cobbler pose, roll over. Enjoy this stillness here. Watch your breath move. And slowly roll yourself up. Bring the knees in, crisscross your legs, and come onto all fours. From your tabletop, shoulders are over the wrist. Tuck the toes under and push up into your down dog by keeping the knees bent. Start to pedal your legs up and down. Shake your head no and end on a yes. Find stillness here. Press into your hands, press into your feet, and I want you to also press your feet outward away from each other. They're not actually moving, but the action is trying to draw the legs apart. And you should feel your outer glutes totally working. On your next inhale, lift your right leg high to the sky, toes face down. As you exhale, bring your knee to your nose. As you inhale, roll it out to the side, and as you exhale, bring it back. Inhale, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale out to the side. Exhale, press it back. Stay here, breathe in, breathe out, bring it to your nose. Breathe in out to the side, and back. Do that 3 more times. You can move a little bit more fluidly, creating a big circle with your thigh. And as you're doing that, you're using your core. Last one. And this time, open up your hips here. Point the knee high to the legs or to the sky. Or your ceiling, kicking your heel towards your foot. You might even like dropping the left forearm down. That might feel nice to you. Then come back up to center and slowly release. Lower the knees down. Shift back into your child's pose and bring your arms to your sides. Let your body settle for a moment. Catch your breath. And come up for the second side. Bring your hands to the ground. Tabletop, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Inhale. Press into your hands, widen the legs without actually moving them. The action is there. Your outer legs are working so hard. And inhale, lift the left leg high to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, the toes point down. Inhale, left leg to the side. And exhale, kick it back. Breathe in. Knee to nose, breathe out. Breathe in, outer rotation. Breathe out, send it back. In and out. Roll it out and kick it back. 3 more, maybe moving more fluidly here. Last time. And open up. Open up your left leg, maybe lower the right forearm down. Stretching it out. Still working hard, lots of heat. Inhale, bring it back up. And exhale, this time walk your feet all the way to the top of your mat. Keeping a generous bend in your knees. Forward fold, look at your knees too so your head is completely relaxing. I tend to keep looking forward in front of me or at my mat. Let go completely. Do what feels organic here. You might swing side to side, doing some ragdoll kind of movement. I like to press my thighs back, really lift my sit bones, pull in. On your next breath in, slowly halfway lift. On your exhale, roll back down. On your inhale, chair pose, bend the knees, arms come up. And on your exhale, stand all the way up and arms by your sides. Just stand here. The simplicity of standing is also so complex as well. Your tendencies when you stand versus a really sturdy mountain pose. Can you earth your feet down? Add that action of spreading the legs apart so your outer legs are working. Drawing the pubic bone up towards the belly button, tailbone down towards your heel so your core is active. Lifting your sternum and drawing the shoulder blades down. Palms face forward, fingertips down. Reach through the crown of your head. All that work in this mountain pose, your breath can be very clear going in and out. There's nothing blocking your pathway of your breath. Though the way is hard, the going is clear. another breath. And exhale, let it go. Soften. So let's put that all together and find our peak pose. We're gonna start with tree pose, and I'm gonna face you, and I'll attempt to mirror you again. Shift all of your weight to your right, and put your left foot either on your ankle with your toe down, on your calf, avoid your knee, or go all the way up to your inner thigh. You choose, but your thigh is spiraling out. If you'd like to use a wall, please do that. You can stand up against it or simply put your hand there. Take your hands to your pelvis, and I want you to be aware of what is your pelvis doing right now. Can you, again, find a neutral pelvis? So use your core, activate it. Make sure your one hip is not hiking and you're not sticking your booty out. You're not in that Urkel stance per se. You're neutral. Once you feel rooted, earthed, start to extend your branches however you'd like to do that. Staying with your breath. Adapt the pose so you can breathe clearly. One more. And exhale, hands down, knee in, and then release. And dance it out. Shake it out. Woo, feel that in my glute. Take a moment in mountain pose, reset, breathe in, and out, and go the other way. So put all your weight in your left foot this time. Right heel to your ankle, calf, or inner thigh. Avoid the knee. Each leg is different too. Hands to your pelvis. Try to get it in neutral as fast as you can. When you feel stable, strong foundation, elongate. Reach up or out. Or keep your hands at heart center. How's your breath? Keep your awareness on your breath. Each inhale, each exhale. Can you find that empty pause? Another inhale. Arms go down as you exhale, knee goes in, and then release. And shake it out. Woo! Okay, one more standing balance. We're gonna go peace fingers to big toe. If you'd like to grab a strap and put the strap under your foot, you have a scarf or a belt, you can do that. You can simply also do knee, hand to knee, and that's gonna be okay. Or if you have a wall nearby, put your foot on the actual wall like this. So that's totally okay. So you choose. Okay, so we're gonna put all of our weight into our right foot. Start to lift the left, roll the thigh out to the side. Peace fingers might go on the inner thigh to grab the big toe. Start to press the heel out and open out to the side. Hand can be to pelvis or out to the side. Whew. Breathe. Really draw the tailbone towards your lower heel. So your core is working. Breathe. You've got this. The way is clear. One more. Exhale gently with control. Slowly come back to center and release. And dance it out. Woo, yeah. Put all of your weight into your your left foot, so the other leg. Lift up your knee, roll your thigh out. Remember, use props as needed. Each side is different. Start to straighten, and it is okay if your leg doesn't fully straighten. That's okay too. Strong foundation, remember, so your standing leg, super firm, earthed, rooted. Breathe. Follow your breath. Find that empty pause. One more. Exhale with control. Bring it into center and release. Ooh. And dance it out. Shake it out. Grab a sip of water maybe. You did it. And come to the top of your mat. Let's get ready for cool down. Big breath in. And exhale, take a dive and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back into your down dog. We're doing one more power pose before we go down. It won't take long. From your tabletop, keep your left knee on the ground and your right foot kicks back for a modified side plank. That's one option, okay? Option two is to attempt a full side plank. You can actually even do forearm side plank. So this is also an option as well. Okay, so you choose what kind of plank you're gonna do. I'm gonna attempt full. Listen to your body. Draw the knee in. Peace fingers to big toe or hand to knee and just open up the knee like we did when we were laying down. You can kick your foot to the ceiling. Whoop. And breathe. Find your variation here. It's not about me, it's about you. What can you do today? Can you be confident and compassionate with what you're doing today? Find your breath. Take another inhale. Exhale, gently release. Woo. Come back to center, tabletop. Sit back onto your knees and shins and ankles. Contemplate for a moment. Let it go. And let's do the other side. I'm going to rotate so I can still see you. Come onto your tabletop. Find your version of a side plank today. Knee down, forearm down, or full side plank. You choose. Keeping your pelvis neutral. Earthing your hand, your foot. Once that's there, bring the top leg in. Roll the thigh out. Peace fingers to big toe or hand to knee. You choose. And lift. Breathe. Even if your knee's on the ground, you could be reaching for your foot or knee. 2 more breaths. 1 more. And exhale, release. Woo, with control. Bring it down. Come into your child's pose, arms by your sides. Inhale, exhale. We're going to come straight onto our bellies. So move on forward. Come to your bellies. Take your arms to a T. Bring your right hand in. Lift your right leg up. Start to roll to your left side and bring your foot to the ground. So this looks familiar, it feels familiar. It was kind of like what we did earlier, but this time since your arm is out, you're stretching your pec. So your left arm is out at a T. Left arm is in a T on the ground. There you go. And breathe. I really like this pose. It's a cool down pose. But I like the way it helps me to tune in and to my breath. And I really experience my breath fully here. It's like I could feel my whole body moving as I breathe in deeply. And as I breathe out, so feel the oscillation of your whole body, inhaling and exhaling. Maybe you close your eyes and tune in to your body and breath. Maybe if you're outside, you're enjoying the skies and the trees. Maybe if you're at home, you're practicing staying present, non-focused awareness. As the chaos continues around you, you can stay with your breath. Take an inhale, and exhale, come back to center. Bring your arms by your sides and your forehead to the ground. Just notice this position on your belly for a moment, neutralize. And then on your next breath, arms come back to a T. So your right wrist, elbow, and right shoulder head, they're all in line with each other, perpendicular to your mat. Bring the left hand in by your chest. Lift your left leg, bend the knee, start to rotate and plant your foot right behind your other leg. Breathe here. We're here for a couple of minutes. So about 12 breaths. If you're taking really full inhales and exhales. Take an inhale. Exhale brings you back to center. This time, bring your forearms under your forehead. Right forearm on top of the left. Right thigh draws up like a half of a frog. Take your left temple to your arm. So you're like in a prone tree pose here. Decompress your lower back. And breathe. Again, at this point, you're not necessarily staying in a controlled breath pattern, but you are observing your breath move. When we're facing the ground, our ribs can't expand down, so your back body will expand. So really tap into that sensation of your breath moving out and back. Take another inhale. Exhale back to center. Bring your other forearm on top. Crawl the other leg up and turn your head the other way. Take another inhale. Exhale, take it back to center. So option to take a shavasana today on your belly. We call it crocodile pose. You might like that. It really helps you to down regulate quickly, especially if you have anxiety. Or just slowly flop over onto your back. Maybe integrating any props. You can grab bolster, blanket, whatever you need. Maybe bolster under the legs, blanket over the hips. So you choose. We're just going to take a few minutes here to rest, to honor ourselves for all that moving and breathing intentionally, the going through all of that hard work, because now the way is clear. Bask in the clarity. Big breath in. Audible exhale out. Hold the pause, that empty pause. Keep holding. Keep holding. And then inhale in. Slowly let it go. Let go of your controlled breath. Breathe naturally here. Scan the whole body. Completely soften and relax. Resting into the earth, letting the earth support you and hold you. Since you're in the comfort of your home, you could stay as long as you need in your Shavasana. Otherwise, bring your awareness back to your breath. Notice the clarity of each inhale and exhale. It's easier to breathe. Bring your awareness now to your head space, the quality or the pace of your thoughts. Bring it to your physical body. Move your fingers, your toes, your ankles and wrists around. Stretch out, and hug it in, and roll to a fetal position. In this fetal position, really acknowledge and notice your heart space. Press up through your hands to your final seat. Comfortable seat, whatever that looks like to you. Hands at your heart center. And we'll finish with a breath in gratitude. Knowing that gratitude is the root of joy. That we could still experience grief and all of the hard feelings. And we can experience gratitude at the same time. So let us lean back on gratitude and joy. Together, big breath in. And an exhale out. Thank you so much for practicing with me, for showing up to your mat, for choosing to do the hard work. We will get through this. The way is clear. Namaste.